in a situation where a person with a disability relies on a personal care assistant for their care, and the personal care assistant has complete physical control, which in the worst case scenario means that that person could physically harm the person with the disability. How can the disabled person maintain control and a sense of safety if the PCA starts an argument?
Again, all right, so Viola and all of you, curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. We get so wrapped around the axle when it comes to aberrant behavior or statements that we're missing the why. And so that should be top of mind in every conversation, especially one in which an argument, it was started by way of an argument. Focusing on where it's coming from, not what's being said. We get freaked out, you know, the PCA starts to attack us and when now we're yelling back at them and now it's a shouting match back and forth about what's going to happen next. If a PCA starts to attack you, your challenge is determining where it's coming from, because the attack in and of itself is outside the norm. Whenever there's behavior outside the norm, you got to figure out what's driving it. The attack from the PCA means you're missing something. They're under tremendous pressure on their side and you fail to recognize it, or they're trying to manipulate you, because that's what attacks do for a lot of people. You know, when people get attacked, they back off of their position. The people that are doing the attacking knows that the probability that someone is going to back off their position after the attack is very real. That's why the manipulators will use that as a ploy. Because if I start yelling at you, Viola, I know that there's a better than average chance that you're going to back off your position, because my yelling at you makes you uncomfortable. And as human beings, when we are uncomfortable, what we want more than anything else, as fast as possible, is to get comfortable again. And that usually will lead us to acquiescing or compromising our position when we have no business doing it. So focus on the driver, not the behavior. Where is it coming from? If I get attacked during an argument, the first thing I think is, okay, I'm failing to be sensitive to something that's really important to them. And this is the manifestation of my not listening. That's where this attack is coming from. So I'm going to go at it like that. I'm going to label it just like that. I'm going to apologize for whatever I said or did that initiated the attack. Whether you're wrong or not, suck it up, make the apology. Don't underestimate the currency and the value of an apology. Apologize. I'm sorry. It seems like something I just did or said set you off. And it also seems like I'm failing to be sensitive to something that's really important to you. And unless you're dealing with an out and out, this is a scientific term, crazy person, your attempt at identifying that will be enough to start to bring that emotional level on the part of the PCA down. So during the difficult conversation, during the attack, stay in the moment. Don't run from that moment, because there's something there that they're trying to convey to you that you're not picking up. And that's one of the first questions I ask is, where is this coming from? What am I missing? What am I failing to be sensitive to? Have I identified the fact that I understand that they are under tremendous pressure on their side? Or is this person's MO? Are they doing this to try to manipulate me? Those are the three places that the attack comes from. You have to stay in the moment to figure out which one of the three. Pivoting away and moving on to a different topic is not an option, because you still have failed to recognize what's going on with them. And the longer you take to recognize what's going on with them and then articulate that recognition, the longer it's going to take for them to return to a normal functioning level.